Chrysoprase is a heart healer. It resonates to a high-frequency green vibration that is tuned to your heart center. Generally, our heart centers are shut down and closed off. For many reasons, to know and communicate from the heart center is too difficult, cumbersome, and tough to do. Using your heart center for talking and communication often slows the everyday practice that we usually do as humans. It's a vital area for opening and personally feeling the heart center. It's difficult one to reacquaint with. The mind is anchored in the heart. Your higher self and upper energy centers are the main reason and region for your personal communication. From your crown, third eye, throat, and heart center, these chakras align to allow your personal communication to undergo. This is your heart, your higher self. Activating your heart center is vital to complete these higher self set. Building and tonifying your awareness of your heart center, which is your chest region, is a wholesome meditative practice. Chrysoprase will help you do this. It's a very clever stone. Chrysoprase not only builds your awareness, but heals and repairs the feelings that you have in your chest region. It works on your personal level to heal your heart. Welcome to Crystal Meditation. I'm your host, Peter Uchimi. Big shout out to Lillian, Bailey, and the boys over in Queensland. Hi, how are you? I'm doing this for you, and not doing it for me, and doing it for the rest of the world as a chronicle of what I've learned with crystals. Today's discourse is about chrysoprase, which is a green stone. If you heard my early preamble, you know that it's a heart healer. It's all about vibrating to this area of your heart. There are 4 chakras that are aligned in this region. You've got your crown, your third eye, your throat, and your heart center. These areas and this part of your higher self, because you've got a lower self as well, which is, your energy distribution center, your solar plexus, your manifestation area, which is in your guts, and then also at the root chakra, which is sort of at your pelvic floor. So, 3 down here, 4 up there, and, really one's outside of your body, which is your crown. That's a higher self. You've got a lower self. The higher self is really where we communicate as human beings with all other living things, whether it's animals, because sometimes you can have an animal and the animal loves you more than anyone else in the room, as that's how you feel, because it's communication. And communication can generally occur with humans as people. We communicate quickly through the head. Historically, the mankind has made a distraction from aligning these chakras, these 4 that we've got here, by removing the heart, removing the feeling, closing it off, not using it. A lot of us, we talk and we get a little dapple from here and back up and go, oh, that was really nice, bit of value come up. But a lot of us don't actually anchor our mind in our heart center, which is all through the rest of the body. We don't use all of it. We can just use some of it, and some of it is in the head. That's why watching TV or having a cell phone, a mobile phone like this one, where you're constantly looking at it, your head's bowed, it disengages from the top of your head, which is an inspirational, vital part as well. You go too fast on one side because it's just a square screen. You internalize. You're not using your whole self, and you're not getting all the value. So if you're looking at developing your meditative practice to engage all parts of your body to get the best out of yourself, the best out of your human being, the best out of everything that you know, so that when you go and do something that it's going to give the most from you, then your heart center is really important, because that's where you communicate with, and communication and socializing is everything for us. Generally what I'm saying is that the human being, a lot of us tend not to sit up straight and be very perky and giggly and letting go of all that we think. We hold on to it. We look at the flat screen. We activate this part too much, forgetting about the rest of us. How many times have you watched a movie, and at the end of the movie, you've gone through the journey, of course, internalized, but really what value have you taken from it? Have you had any set of love and well-being come through it? Often the case is no, because the TV is abstract, which means it's outside of reality. There's a reality here with our energy that goes around our bodies and moves through all ethers, and where we are here now in this part of space, in this tone of space. So, value comes through this chest region of our higher self, and our communication and the high levels of vibration that come from our communication are set in these regions: heart, throat, third eye, crown region, and even above that as well if you really want to go further with your meditative practice. So these chakras, the four of them, the heart, the throat, the third eye and the crown, all have to be working together in a symphony in order for you to get the best out of your communication. If you think that you can just slouch away, look and talk, you're not engaging. You're not feeling, you're not knowing, and you're not knowing the energy of other people that is in the room with you here now. So having a heart and having it active and open and aware is fundamental to good communication. And so if you've got a toolbox like I did the last one with amethyst, and that's a piece of amethyst here, purple, meditative, blending, polarities is very good for that, peaceful, calming, quartz. It's a toolbox. You can use it to train yourself in different regions in order to be calm and quiet and meditative. With the chrysoprase, for example, and I've got 3 stones here that are my personal chrysoprase. I've got lots of them actually, but you can see that they're green. Green is generally associated in the crystalline toolbox world of you healing yourself as nourishing, feeding, healing. It's aligned with our personalities as well. It's hard to explain. Our personalities have certain things that we tune to, that we know of, and that we look at. That's why you see, for example, when you see blacks and reds, and Australians get their news first from the news. It's red, it's dark, it's black. We tune into danger, fear, get our attention. That sort of rubbish. Green, and high levels of light green, which you find in chrysoprase, work in a different region. It's not just red heart center, which is fundamental too, but the green is there for healing. It's for vibrating, and if you do it enough and you know what it is, because I have, so I'm giving you the benefit of my knowledge here, and it's different for everyone, but it's not really, because it's a set vibration for the human being in this region, that if you are able to vibrate and feel and build your awareness in your chest area for chrysoprase as a heart healer, what it does is a green is uplifting, but it also lifts up, not clings and separates, but does all of that at a higher level, which resonates with your chest area. If you think about it, the human body, the human light body, the crown is a high vibration, it sits outside the body, splits up into 2 into your cerebrium's mind, meaning throat, larynx 2, chest, you've got a heart, you've got a center, but also you've got 2 lungs as well. The vibrations are still high resonance vibrating. Then when they go to the lower self, they condense down, they not slow down in frequency, I probably could say that, or wavelength, get larger in wavelength and not so small and short and sharp. But there's a difference in vibratory rates. There's a difference in feeling that you have from up here to down there. So your chest area is a high level of vibration, a high level of resonance. And your chrysoprase, if you put it on your chest, you're quiet enough and you're still enough, and you could use amethyst and other meditative stones to quieten your brain and get you into a more meditative state. Meditative state is not a 40 hertz, 40 cycles a second brainwave like what I've got going now, doing a presentation for you, talking on a YouTube, because you've got YouTube, and thank you to YouTube as well, because they're able to be my publisher for this sort of stuff, because we're benefiting the world doing this. So I'm doing this quick and fast. My brain is working quickly. But for meditation and for you to get to know the energy of your body, the symphonies of your body, the energy centers of your body, so that you can work out the business of the day within your body, the proprietary of self, the business of the day, the little moments that tick forward with yourself, then, meditation requires some sort of quietening, some sort of slowing down of the brain centers. So 40 cycles a second. You can slow that down using for your sleep, for example, and I'll go through this one quickly for you, but as you wake up, generally you're like 6-8 hertz, 6-8 cycles a second brainwave. Then when you wake up or you have your coffee or something like that, you get up to 40, which is your daily operation routine. But when you meditate, you bring your mind cycles down. Electricity vibrates at 50 cycles a second, so I'm doing it at 40. When I wake up, I'm anywhere between 2, 4, 6 cycles a second, 8, 12 cycles a second. It's a sleepy state. You get more solidified understanding, knowledge, and knowing. When you slow your brain down and you're aware of it within the construct and the confines of your body, then you get more power to control yourself. And I say that these crystals are here as your toolbox to help you repair yourself so that you can get more from your person as you're evolving in this human world. It's a toolbox. And Chrysoprase is one of the ones that I've denoted as the fifth in my series, the first 5, is a heart healer. It will vibrate and resonate up here, and it'll stream across and build your awareness and connect and repair a lot of that awareness that we have shut down because we've watched too much of this TV, too much of that. Sometimes your friends act really badly to you because they have subversive, malign, malicious thoughts about you and everyone else as a reflective of themselves, and they push it onto you, and you don't like it, you close your heart off. So why should I, feel the rubbish of my friend or my whoever? You close your heart off. It's a natural reaction, which is fine, I guess. But if you're going to really take on the business of the day and do everything and know everything and be able to have the full power of the human being, the full power of the human being is to be able to transcend reality, control this reality, transcend all realities, align yourself with your higher self and be the best person that you can be. But then you end up having to work for other people. You end up having to fix other people's problems through your own compassion, your own sense of love and well-being, because you've got a heart that's open, not closed off. And I don't give an F about anyone. No, you've got an open heart, you're letting it all through. And the good thing is that because it's connected to your lower self and its energy, it moves away. So you're not stuck with anything following you around. You free yourself when you have an open heart. And it's an important part of these 4 chakras, having an open heart. Because when you have an open heart, well, you have to deal with all of the rubbish that you feel from this one person, your father or whoever it is, giving you the rubbish. Fact is that it's energy. It flows around your body and it has to move somewhere. It has to move up, it has to move down. It can't just stay here. I mean, you can descend and you can meditatively be aware of your heart, to open it, to know it, to work it, to be aligned with it, to be gifted to yourself the rites of passage of what it is to be a good human being. But it moves. So you're free of it and your heart sets you free. The mind anchored in the heart as well. And I suppose as a evolving circus that I'm going through, little ringleader, little dancing bears and everything, that you might see me, if I go back to gym again and my state government lets me go back to the gym, get a bit more healthy, I get another haircut, keep meditating, keep working on my awareness of the heart, meditate with these crystals, which is Chrysoprase, to be able to bring, blend, heal the vibrations of your heart, to have your awareness there so that when you are talking that you can drop and that you can feel, that you can know how it shifts and changes and morphs around your body. Hope that was beneficial to you, to me, and to the Universe Makes 3. I'm your host, Peter Achimi. I've got Super Exceed, you see plastered everywhere. $5 buys you a little motivation program, talks about higher and lower self. Getting no views, I wonder why. Let's see. But look, anyway, I'm getting to publish something which I think, you know, some authors will like to do in the course of their life. And so I'm getting to publish a little bit of what I know and what I've done since 1988, some strengths and well-being. So Chrysoprase, put it on your heart center, quieten your mind, let it vibrate, feel this area. You'll start feeling something get tingling, and tingling will start bubbling across. And if you stay with it, with your mind that is, and not too much chit chat, stay with it with your mind, then you'll find that it'll move through your body, around your body. It'll be crisscrossing and joining and vibrating, and it's a communicative vibration. It's not other, it's a pretty clever little toolbox of ours in this world for our hearts, so that it sets you free. I'm your host, Peter Achimi.